and this is Bulldog. Yes! What exactly is your name in the game now? Did you change it?
Yeah, I had it as the Bulldog, and then I contacted admin, and I was able to get Bulldog.
Nice!
That's the only reason I had the Bulldog was because Bulldog was taken. I used to, a lot of the times, kept changing my name to try and drop bookmarks. I don't want to lose Bulldog now, so I just have to suffer the consequences of getting hit with lots of food.
What level are you now?
I hit 100 on the weekend.
Congratulations!
Thank you. Yeah, that was pretty exciting.
A couple of people asking, like, what kind of accent do you have? So do you want to tell them where you're from?
Yeah, so I am originally from a town west of Melbourne called Ballarat. And I moved to Canada 7 and a bit years ago.
And you haven't lost the accent? Apparently
not, no. There's certain words I pick up now, like I say cell instead of mobile, trunk and boot when you're talking about a car. So there's a whole bunch of things that I now say that that are now in my vocabulary that never used to be. My family gives me grief every time I go home about all the funny things I say.
So tell me what's been going on up in Diamond right now.
Oh, where do you want to start, Pixel?
Oh, I don't know. Lay it on us. Because we had talked with you previously on the stream, and you were still a part of Ancients Ascent at that time.
Yep.
And they're still going on, right? Like, they're still doing their thing?
Yeah, AA is still really strong. There's some awesome people there. Jack and Rack, Rag, Rob, some boys I still speak to from AA. When I left AA, it was just kind of time to move on. There was a few decisions I didn't like and just personal things, so I decided to make a move and wanted to be with wanted to try and compete with Dread, and at the time in AA we weren't competing with Dread or EQ, and I kind of wanted to move up and try and be part of a team that was going to compete for number one. And I actually, funny story, when I had with Farms, he had actually farmed me for I think 90 minutes constantly. Yeah.
Oh my God.
There was this whole misunderstanding. Thanks, Sabana. Due to Savvy, I made a few enemies, and Farms farmed me for a good 90 minutes straight. So it was probably 45 odd hits he did on me in 90 minutes. And but yeah, so then I joined EQ, and been having a really good time with those guys. Great team, really super active, and I think that's really the key in Diamond. Is like every base in the game at the moment can be soloed. So if you don't have activity, you're not going to survive in Diamond. You need a good crew of, ideally you'd have 50 people who are just nuts about War Dragons, but getting that 50 is very hard. But we're pretty close to it. We've got a very committed group, and you don't have to be a level 200 to be useful to a team. You can be a level 60 or 70 if you're sitting there spamming repair boosts during a war defense and things like that. You can be extremely helpful. So, yeah, I think activities, especially with EQ, is the thing that Jen and Farms and Ron and Trin and Kara, the officers there, they look for activity more than anything, just because, when it comes down to wars in Diamond, defense is everything because every base can be beaten. So,
right. Yeah, and I think to speak to how important activity is, even we have found, down to platinum, where the normal people are, we've also found that just having people who are active, even if we don't have the same amount as firepower, even defense power, as some of the other teams in our league, we can still hold our own simply because people are always on and always contributing to events. So
and particularly events too, right? This weekend gone was probably the first time we've Dread have legitimately been beaten in an event in I don't know how long. So we managed to topple off Dread, and I attribute that to EQ's activity level.
Rudy Cott won. Do you have any tips on having a more active team? And this is really important, I think, because it's hard to motivate people, and we have some strategies in our own team that I'll save, but what do you guys do to help keep everyone going?
Diamond's pretty cutthroat, Pixel. So if if you don't perform, you're out.
Yeah. You're like, and you're kicked.
Yeah. And Farms, it's his favourite job to do. He threatens people, step up or get booted. I mean, EQ didn't become, so we're now number one. We're in front of Dread at the moment, unless something changed in the last couple of minutes while I've been on. So yeah, I mean, they didn't become number one in the world by making friends, but at the same time, like the people who are there, like it's not, you never kick anyone for something stupid, but if you're consistently not making wars, you're not performing in events, your weekly medal counts are down, which means you're not on as much. Yeah, I mean, eventually your diamond isn't the home for you. You may as well go back to platinum. So,
Yep.
But as far as increasing your activity level, I think, I mean, you can't really motivate someone to play if they don't want to. If they don't have the time or whatnot, I mean, the best thing to do is, rather than motivate someone, just go recruit. Look at their activity level as far as the medals go, because that's probably the one thing you're kind of looking for. What level their dragons are at, because if they're a level, say, 54 and their highest dragon is a level 8 Kelsis, then they're clearly going to be no good. So yeah, I mean, there are a few things to look for. But yeah, as I said, activity's everything. I mean, and not necessarily being able to take out big bases, but just being on to help farm resources, and then send them out to people to help out, or help with defense and all that kind of stuff. So
Those are really good suggestions, and I think like definitely looking at someone's activity level is something that people can overlook. And so on screen right now, I have like this is our leader's profile up right here, and so what Bulldog was saying is that you can kind of gauge that in terms of like how many medals that they've done, which sort of hints at how much they've attacked other people this week. So you'll be able to see like this week and then all time, and that'll give you an idea for like what that player can actually bring to the table. And then in our team, I've shared this before, but if you have good leadership, they're able to like really drive some internal competition within the team too, which helps. Like our team, for example, will do like these cool like top 10 posters, which everyone wants to be on there. And I was really, really sad that I got pushed right underneath like in the last few hours, and I wanted to be on this banner, dang it. And I got pushed off of it. So anyway, shout outs to those that are on the top team banner. So those are just some suggestions for you if you are currently leading a team. BadRad111 wants to know if Equilibrium is recruiting.
We're always recruiting. I mean, there's bits and pieces through, no fault of players' own, is that they may have some real life situations going on that they can't commit as much as they used to. So people, may gradually drop off our roster. We don't actively try and, kick people for a bigger player. I mean, we don't like that kind of attitude. As I said, like activity to Gen and farms and crew, it's everything. So yeah, so some people may end up saying like, look, I can't commit anymore, so we may have to drop them off the roster, and which point we do look for more active players. So yeah, feel free to drop Gen a line, and if you're looking to join a team, and I mean, defending's everything, and yeah, resource hunting, they're probably the two biggest items for us. So